Deciding what your next step is going to be, especially when the next step is changing a career or job, is really hard. I just finished doing an Instagram live called Is It Time to Peace Out that really turned into analyzing our yeah buts. But in this video, what I want to do is I want to share a strategy that will help you think about both sides of an argument. It's really another way to do a pros and cons chart. I hope that you find the strategy useful. It's one of my favorite positivepsychology.com strategies. And if you're a coach watching this, I'll have a link in the description to positive psychology tools, which are great to use with clients. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button and like this video, turn on notifications so that you're aware when I release new content. And before I forget, my name is Javonna MaeRhys, and I am a life simplification strategist. I help overwhelmed women simplify their lives so they can amplify their success. I do that by teaching them to stop doing the most, to do less and live more so that they can truly enjoy their life as it should be. If that sounds good to you, I will also put a link in the description to a clarity conversation where we can talk more about how I can help you do less and live more. But in the meantime, let's get to this strategy. It's common to be of two minds about important life decisions, especially when it comes to staying or leaving a job. And we may want to stay because we are making a certain amount of money or we've climbed to a certain position in the hierarchy of our company. And then at the same time, we may want to leave because we have no time with our family, we have no time with ourselves, we are feeling overworked, overwhelmed, burned out. And this internal conflict can go back and forth between both sides. It can be confusing and stressful. And so I wanted to share this exercise called the empty chair technique to help you resolve the dilemma of whether to stay or leave your job by looking out and looking closely at the two arguments within yourself. And so before we begin the steps, I would suggest that you get in a comfortable position. That can be sitting in a chair with your feet firmly grounded on the floor. It can be in an easy seat on the ground if you're familiar with yoga. You can even be lying down. But the key is to just be in a space where you're free from distractions and you can concentrate and focus and connect with yourself and what you're really wanting. And so, in step one, I want you to think about the dilemma. Now, this could be a point where you journal about it. So you can have paper handy and write about it, or you can just get quiet within yourself and think about the details of your dilemma regarding staying or leaving your position. And if you're writing, you can pause this until you are ready to move to the next step. And if you're thinking, you can pause it, but I'll give you a few moments as well to just think. Step two of this process is to identify the two competing sides, the two competing drivers. So it could be said that there are two conflicting versions of you in this dilemma: the you that stays in your job and the you that leaves. Close your eyes for a moment and see if you can picture each version of yourself in your mind. And once you have an image of the you that stays and the you that leaves in your mind, open your eyes. Step three is to invite the you that stays to take a seat. Using your imagination, invite that embodied version of yourself, the you that stays, to sit in an empty chair. Step four is for you to describe this you that stays person. Get to know who you want to stay at the job. Can you describe this version of you out loud in terms of what is your posture like? And what do you think is the meaning of that posture? How do you feel? How much energy and vitality do you have? What are your main reasons for wanting to stay? And how do you feel about the future? Take a moment to think about those questions and to really feel how that you in the chair feels. Step five is to invite the you that leaves to take a seat. So, using your imagination again, please ask the you that stays to stand up so that the you that leaves can take a seat in the empty chair. Step six is to now describe this you that leaves person. Spend some time now getting to know the you who wants to leave your job. Describe this version of you out loud using the same language. What is your posture like? And what do you think is the meaning of that posture? How do you feel? How much energy, vitality do you have? What are your main reasons for wanting to leave? And how do you feel about the future? Think about those questions. Feel those feelings of this you that leaves person. And in part seven, we're going to reflect. So we're going to let go of the images of these two conflicting versions of you and reflect on the following. Was there an aha moment that came from this exercise in terms of recognizing the feelings of these two conflicting versions of you? And did either voice sound louder or more convincing? What did you discover by working through this exercise?
Hopefully, you found that useful. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you know someone who is struggling with whether or not to leave their job, change their career, make a big decision, share this technique with them because it goes beyond that pro con list and really puts you in the feels of what both sides are thinking about, going through, struggling with. And then I'll also say if you're looking for even more help, specifically for teachers who are thinking about moving abroad, I invite you to join my Vision to Voyage Challenge. It's taking place on March 7th and 9th, 2024. It is a free challenge and it will help you in coming to terms with that dichotomy, the both sides of that decision to stay or to go. It quells some of those fears, answers some of those questions, and you'll walk away with an action plan to get started on that journey if that is what you want to do. And plus, I'll be there to answer any questions you might have. So I hope to see you there. The sign up is in the description. And I will see you next time. Thanks for listening and watching.